Gene. I guess he's somewhere. Probably under. He's probably sleeping in his bed. Hello, I can't hear you, Gene.
Hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Okay, I can't now.
Hey, how you doing? Okay, I hear you. Yeah. Okay, I think I hear you right now. How have you been? So, okay, ¿me puedes explicar más o menos?
No, yo no explico nada.
En vivo.
No, yo no explico
Aquí
nada.
en el extremo.
No, yo no explico nada.
Is shit gonna work properly this time? Oh, he's not even there.
Because I want to introduce you to my new boyfriend, Chin Ling, the cute Chinese gentleman.
Thing fucking like.
Oh, you gelatinous tubes that you call human. God, fucking damn it! You there? Whoa.
Just finished my workouts and just waiting for food.
Ooh, what kind of workouts you did today?
All of them.
Hey.
Not to mention the other portrait of Dunkey
You're gonna have a lot of people, they hear all of them and they start thinking like, because I know now spring is like right here on the corner and it is very important for all of us to stay physically fit. I mean, like, are there any like, I guess, places that you're hoping would like open up? I know before I would go a lot on like runs like by the park.
Yeah, I mean, it's been really cold, so I haven't been out on walks that much.
Mm. Yeah, because like people have been asking me like, "Yo, bro, why are you dressed like a lab, like a scientist or something?" I'm like, "Nah, I'm just wearing a shirt that's a couple sizes smaller because I think it's time for us to play some really bad games, like that other video gamer who ended up becoming super famous at some point." Yeah, hold on, let me just share the screen real quick. Let me just. I gotta stop the recording right here. Oh, rather, I want to change it so that I can share the screen in a different way. Like I gotta get my Elgato to show up. I have no longer just become an Elgato. I have now assumed the identity of a being called Turt. This is, you don't remember Turt? That schizo identity that I think Dunkey had created at some point. It is not just a man, but rather a being.
I haven't kept up with Dunkey in forever.
Bro, I still see some videos that he pops up like with every once in a while. Like I know he did a really big video where he talked about Tekken at some point. And I think he did another video that got like pretty controversial about Hogwarts Legacy, where it's like he talks about like playing a game that's like has some controversy behind it. So he tries to play a different game that also just happens to have controversy behind it, and it's like that for the whole video. I'm just saying he got him good. He done got him. They done got. They done got. But let me see. How do I this screen?
Hang on, my food came.
Okay. Hi, food. I'm Jin. Let me see. Okay. It should run fine. I'm gonna turn off my camera for it to potentially not have anything extreme happening for the studio. Transition. Okay. All right. Yeah.
There's lots of experience leading up quiet. Just this one, including Alex the Lion.
By any chance, you want to show the people like what you got for the food? What you eating? Oh boy. What you eating? What's the food?
I'm just having some Wingstop.
Ooh. Think we can get a pic for the stream?
Yeah.
Is there any Old Bay fries with it?
What?
You know the Old Bay fries? Sometimes they offer people fries like either the sweet potato ones or the ones that are just Old Bay flavor.
Yeah, Cajun seasoning.
Cajun, ooh. They're spicy?
Yep.
Oh boy, that sounds pretty worth. What y'all watching on TV?
A nice bird.
about bootlegs.
Worse yet?
Ah, bro, do you if you want to get into the conspiracy theory bag, I was thinking about this one iceberg, right? Like, okay, so seeing this, what if I told you the iceberg that sunk the Atlantic wasn't actually an iceberg? What if someone like had a bomb, right? Just hidden under that shit, and they're like, "Yo, this thing's about to blow, but let's pretend to go near an iceberg." I think like that could be a thing that could have potentially happened. I'm like really unsure. I think like another one that people ask is like, "Oh, yo, what if like the actual Titanic didn't actually sink? What if it was like a different? What if it was a different boat?"
I hope you're just joking.
Yeah, bro, because I'm thinking like, there are some people out there that believe that the Titanic didn't actually sink, that it was a different boat, and they just call it the Titanic now. Like, that's a little strange. I don't know. Because I think like in the military, submarines don't just get sunk. They go on patrol. We call it ghost patrol. They're still out there somewhere. Just looking. Yo, so I noticed that like my friend Razan is still like streaming like a whole bunch of Babylon's Fall before like the game ends. I think they closed the servers on, what is it, 3 days. Yeah, it's the 25th right now. This might make for some ample opportunity. Although at some point, I can see it getting really big. But the thing I hate about live service games, coincidentally, I'm streaming from Xbox Live, but like, why is it that, say, you buy a game, right, and you're expected to play it for a reasonable amount of time, and when like 20 or so years passes, just like a lot of these games on Xbox Live, you can't get them, or you can't really, I guess, benefit from playing them, and it's like, oh, you know, there's some people out there that want to actually like, you know, still, I guess, have fun with those types of games, and they can't do it anymore because they expected, oh, we're probably going to be able to play this game for like maybe 3 or 4 years. That's why these live service games are like so annoying, because it's like, okay, what do we do to keep people from like logging off? And then they keep adding a whole bunch of potentially useless stuff that they don't need. Well, how are things with pizza time?
I'm gonna
up with the Pepster.
I mean, I already beat the game, but after I finish Engage, I'm gonna try a second playthrough with everything unlocked.
Oh shit! I'm curious, bro. Okay, so give me the deeds, bro. Like, what was up with pizza time? Like, you want to tell people what it's like? You know, potential spoilers for pizza time and Fire Emblem.
The story's not that complex. You're just playing as Peppino, who wants to save his pizzeria from getting blown up by Pizza Face.
I'm pretty sure there's more to it than that. Is there any hidden pizza lore?
I mean, not really. It's just that simple.
Bro, I feel like if they ever make a sequel, I'm pretty sure they're gonna make a sequel. They gotta give this dude like a nemesis or something. Domino, the obnoxious pizza delivery boy, or some shit like that. He could be a pastiche of like a guy from like Pizza Hut and Little Caesars and freaking what else? Papa John's, like all mixed up into one obnoxious character. And they're just like, oh, I guess I'll catch you later, home slice. Nice to see you. Now I gotta cut my way out of this conversation. Don't make me slice and dice you, Peppino. Like,
I mean,
I'll tell you, it's so obnoxious. I love it.
I'll probably see if the game gets any like DLC.
I would call it the mozzarella trials. The trials of Mozzarino. Oh boy. Mozzarino. That should be like this dude's cousin, right? They got like an entire pizza family. Like nobody talks to Uncle Anchovy. You know, everyone thinks like Gouda Fetta's okay.
Oh my God.
Grandma Gouda Fetta. Yeah.
Grandma Gouda Fetta.
Grandma Gouda Fetta. It's the best. Jimmy. I love Gouda Fetta. Hey, Jimmy's mom. Oh, dude. These are great. It's like, oh god.
Oh my God, you're dying.
Can you imagine trying to play Fire Emblem Engage? They're just like, Donald. You hear Donald duck all of a sudden. It's like, Sora's like, what kind of world is this? Looks like I'm stuck here for now. Who are you supposed to be? Tell me, Colgate-chan, how do we get out of this mess? I gotta lock all the keyholes and open the door of waking so I can go back and see my friends. Or some shit like that, right? And it's gonna talk about the adventures of course, Jorah, Faunold, and Goompy. Everybody loves Goompy. He's like, Sora, so this is what it's like to get a critical, huh? Dude, what if you could like play as like fucking Kingdom Hearts characters in Fire Emblem? That would be fucking sick. There's probably a mod for that somewhere. That's Kingdom Hearts 3 Sora. Just fucking like block somebody and then you parry their blade and you hit them in a 3-hit combo. Oh, any characters that you find yourself gravitating towards on Engage?
There's Ivy.
Oh yeah, her, the lovable dork.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know, like, okay, so why is it that, like, she gives off the impression that she's supposed to be one of those, what do you call it? Like, to me, at least, she seems like one of those, like, moody, dark characters with a sordid past.
Because is shit at marketing.
Yeah, like, if I remember correctly, they probably, like, announced and released this game within, like, a span of 3 months. And that usually doesn't happen for a lot of Nintendo games that they don't, like, freaking hype up and stuff. Like Tears of the Kingdom. Like, bro, I just started seeing like a lot more trailers, like on YouTube at least. They're doing like shorts for it now. No word on like what's happening, I guess, with that.
In my opinion, I think Nintendo knows that they can announce a game like within like 3-4 months in, and it'll probably make a good thousands or a million.
I guess I think you mentioned it before. I think that's what the power of what they call unspoken riz.
What is that anyway?
It's sort of like having these whippersnappers. They call it a form of respect. It's like you see something that you like a lot to the point where it makes you feel happy, and I think it's like super good, super nice, super fine. It's almost as if like there's an unspoken. There's like a hierarchy.
I'm getting the impression that this is like a discount of a meme I've seen before, but I don't know what it is.
I mean, like in the '90s, they call it the juice. Let's see. In the
No, I
2000s, they call it game and whatnot.
No, I feel like it's like that. Like, I don't know. I feel like I've seen it before. To like feel like that there's something artificial about it.
And it's probably because like most of the people that are like doing this shit are like teenagers and all that talk about that sort of thing. Like, oh man, I was rizzing up this girl in class tonight, and then I had to walk back to PE class, and I fucking didn't wash. Like, yo, bro, what was up with people back then, bro? When it comes to fucking going to PE class, you would literally run in the track field for like 30 minutes, go back, not even like change into different clothes, and then just sit in the fucking lunchroom. That shit is nasty, bro.
I don't know. I wasn't in that type of group.
I remember my school had like a thing where the boys wouldn't even shower like even after like fucking football practice, and it's like, yo, these showers work, bro. That shit is weird. I don't know if I'm most of y'all, I don't like going back home with like booty sweat still going down my cheeks, bro. That's not pleasant to me. That's weird.
I mean, I guess back then that's what being a man was or something. I don't know.
Being a toxic man. Everyone knows a man has to fucking take 4 hits of cocaine and go running in the track field for like 30 minutes. That's how you stay up at night. Builds character. But nah, that shit is fucking crazy, and those people really do need help. There's probably a crisis line or something that people can hit up for that sort of thing. Hey, speaking of things that people need to hit up, bro, I think there might be a chance they might announce another Metroid. What do you think?
What do you mean? I thought they already announced Prime 4, but it's been delayed.
That's the thing. Like, if people buy copies of this Prime, the Prime remasters and whatnot, they might just decide to do remasters of the second and third game again now. Or are they already working on the second and third game? I'm confused.
This is a trilogy.
Oh, okay. So yeah, these are like from the. Okay, yeah. I guess they're redoing the Wii games, except better. which is great. 4K when. Okay, speaking of
This
that, like.
Metroid Prime trilogy.
Yeah, I'm familiar with it now. I'm just trying to like remember whether or not it was like based off of the one that was on the Wii that's getting reported again, or whether or not it's going to be a full-blown remake using the same code. But yeah, I guess it's they're gonna be. I can see it selling well. There's potential there. I see the potential. Another thing I do see though is the fact that Sony is very insistent on making sure that like Microsoft does not go through with that deal that they have with the business merger for Call of Duty and Blizzard. Diego, is it wrong for these two companies to monopolize with each other?
On one hand, I don't like monopolization, but on the other hand, fuck Sony.
See what they do with Crunchyroll and Faku, right?
So let Sony be mad. I don't like it, but I don't like Sony more, so.
True. I mean, there's also like the problem with them, freaking, what else? Trying to say, they were sending shots at Battlefield. They mentioned that like Battlefield is not exactly on the same level, to put it politely, as Call of Duty. Because I think like they mentioned before, that like Call of Duty has the potential to drive a sizable portion of its player base from the PlayStation console.
Also, the fact that like Microsoft is gonna add like COD games on the Nintendo is also funny because
Yeah,
now
that
they
too.
don't exclusives anymore. Sony, because now little Jimmy can just rage out and be called a squeaker on COD on his Nintendo.
I'm very confused as to how that's gonna work on Nintendo. Like, I know that if they like lower the resolution to like maybe like playing on 720p like on handheld mode, and then still being able to have it somehow run at like 60 frames would probably be beneficial without like substantially tweaking the game somewhat. Although a part of me is also scared that they're gonna try to resort to cloud streaming, just like Resident Evil and Kingdom Hearts, and we've seen how that has subjective results.
Well, I still find baffling to this day that Nier Automata can work fine on Nintendo without cloud, but Kingdom Hearts struggles to run on this system that is basically not as strong as a Xbox or PlayStation, all because of the cloud service.
Yeah, priorities. It's so odd.